election, because there is an update as regard the election, because that election was scheduled to hold on the 27th of September next month, and there's a new update as regard the election and the status of the current board of the NFF. And if time permits, we'll take a look at what went down in the Community Shield, the precursor of the English Premier League season. And for the Spanish La Liga, it is in full effect, as we had matches played on Saturday and yesterday, and of course we'll be expected to see a game played later today. These are more will be coming your way on the show. Keep your dial locked. All right, let's start off with the under-18 women's Afro basketball final between Nigeria and Mali. That is talking about the junior, the Tigress, and that game ended in a Mali victory. Mali defeating the Tigress, the junior Tigress of Nigeria, by 77 to 68 points, and that means Mali retained the FIBA under-18 women's Afro basket title after defeating Nigeria yesterday in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire. A quick look at the breakdown of the result. In the first quarter, Mali led 26 to 15 points, and the second quarter, Nigeria led by 15 to 13 points. At halftime, it was 39-30 in favor of Mali. The third quarter saw a draw between Nigeria and Mali with 13 points apiece, and Mali was leading at that point by 52 to 43 points. And in the final quarter, it was 25 apiece between Mali and Nigeria, and at the end of the day, it was Mali defeating Nigeria by 77 to 68 points. For Nigeria, top performance, we had Favour Joy Anari, who got 23 points and 10 rebounds, while Oluwatobiloba Owolabi got 19 points, and Khadija Ali had 13 points. For Mali, they were led by Kuda Keita, who scored a game high of 25 points, and Traore Maimuna added 18 points and was named tournament's most valuable player. Now, what this result means for the junior Tigress of Nigeria, it means they finished with a silver medal, their second consecutive under-18 Afro basket final loss to Mali. Mali have now won 3 consecutive editions of the tournament, and there is still a major positive to take out for the junior D Tigress. By reaching the final, Nigeria has qualified for the 2027 FIBA Under-19 Women Basketball World Cup in China. So congratulations to the Tigress, the junior the Tigress, despite falling short in the final. At least they have a lot to celebrate after that tournament. All right, let's talk football, where Sporting Lagos have been crowned champions of the 2026 Value Jet Cup after defeating Remo Stars by 2-1 in the final. Aliyu Baba and Sadiq Ayoade were on target for Sporting Lagos, while Taiwo Yetunde scored Remo Stars' lone goal as the Lagos-based side, talking about Sporting Lagos, secured victory in the final. Sporting Lagos success caps an impressive campaign in the off-season tournament, which brings together leading Nigerian clubs and provides teams with an opportunity to fine-tune their squads ahead of the new football season. The 2026 edition was played from August 9th to the 16th at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikenne, Ogun State. For Sporting Lagos, Triumph provides an early boost ahead of the new Nigerian Premier Football League campaign, while Remo Stars will have to settle for runners-up position after falling short in the final. 2026 tournament was also dedicated to the memory of Otumba Tade Aziz, a prominent Nigerian football administrator and former chairman of the Value Jet Cup, whose contribution to the development of football and refereeing in Nigeria were widely recognized. Now, with the final now concluded, attention will turn to the preparation for the forthcoming 2026-2027 Nigerian Premier Football League season, with Sporting Lagos entering the next campaign as Value Jet champions. Still talking about the Nigerian Premier Football League and clubs preparing for the 2026-2027 season, Shooting Stars have announced the appointment of Salisu Yusuf as their new technical advisor. Salisu Yusuf takes over from Nuruddin Aweruru, who recently parted ways with the 5-time Nigerian Premier Football League champions. The former Super Eagles assistant coach arrives at the Oluyole Warriors with an impressive coaching pedigree spanning over 2 decades. The experienced tactician, talking about Salisu Yusuf, started his managerial career with Nasarawa United in 2002. 64-year-old Salisu Yusuf has worked with several of Nigerian leading clubs, including Kano Pillars, Rangers International, Enyimba, and most recently was with Cotton Sports in Benin Republic. And at international level, Yusuf served as an assistant coach to Super Eagles and also has been in charge of the Super Eagles B team, Nigeria under-23 side. In 2018, he guided the home-based Super Eagles to the final of the African Nations Championship. That was Chan, where they lost to the host Morocco. Shooting Stars finished third in the NPFL last term and will compete in the CAF Confederations Cup next season. The Badon Club, talking about 3SC, will face Tunisian giant CX Sfaxien in the first preliminary round of the competition, and I will be hoping to get at least the NPFL title, which is most coveted this season, when the 2026-2027 season kicks off in earnest. All right, quickly to the Women African Cup of Nations. Cameroon won the 2026 CAF Women's African Cup of Nations for the first time after a commanding 3-0 victory over Malawi in yesterday's final at the Mole El Hassan Stadium in Rabat. Marin Nga scored twice and Naomi Njoa Etu added another as the indomitable Lioness of Cameroon delivered a devastating first-half performance to finally end their long wait for continental glory. For Cameroon, the victory was sweet as it came after a series of final defeats for the indomitable Lioness, who had previously lost to Nigeria in 2004, 2014, and 2016. In the third place playoff, Algeria denied host Morocco the consolation of a third place after they equalized in the 83rd minute through Boussaha, and it was Asraf who got the opener for Morocco in the 37 minutes, and after 90 minutes it was 1-1. It went down to penalty kicks, and of course the ghost of Morocco penalty kicks in the semi-final came and haunted them again in the third place playoff as they lost by 3-2 to Algeria, with Algeria emerging winners of the third place playoff. And to the list of winners, individual winners of the Women African Cup of Nations, the best player was given to Monique Ngok of Cameroon, while top scorer went to Temwa Chawinga of Malawi, and the best goalkeeper was, of course, Michaela Bihinya of the Cameroon. And this just in as the National Sports Commission, the NSC, has cancelled the Nigerian Football Federation Electoral Congress, which was scheduled to hold on September the 27th in Lafia, Nasarawa State, to pave way for a thorough reorganization of the federation. The move has severely jolted the Ibrahim Gusau-led executive committee, which was bidding for a second term in office, having taken the mantle 4 years ago. In the interim, the NSC is set to name a normalization committee to run the nation's football affair for the next 3 months. So as it stands, the Congress of September 2027 has been cancelled, and a normalization committee will be put in place to handle the nation's football for the next 3 months. And quickly to the Community Shield, where Premier League champions Arsenal produced a statement win over rivals Manchester City to lift the 2026 Community Shield in Cardiff. Mikel Arteta's side took the lead after just 23 minutes, where of course Ricardo Calafiori scored the opening goal for Arsenal. Arsenal doubled their lead in the 28th minute through Kai Havertz's header, and it was Odegaard who got the final goal for Arsenal. And for Arsenal, congratulations to the Gunners. They defeated the FA Cup winners Manchester City, and in 4 months, and it will be their 18th Community Shield for Arsenal. Congratulations to the Gunners. And in the Spanish La Liga, we saw Deportivo Alaves defeating Getafe by 3-0, while Sevilla defeated Rayo Vallecano by 2-1. It was Racing Santander, newly promoted, who drew with Villarreal 2-2, while Espanyol defeated Levante by 3-0. Later tonight, 8 p.m. Nigerian time, we will see Deportivo La Coruña taking on Elche. That's the right there signals the final whistle on Premier Sports this morning. I've been your host, Ojake Ozo.